Nobel Prize winner and quantum physicist Werner Heisenberg said, "The first sip from the cup of natural science leads to atheism, but God waits at the bottom." Modern science begins with a Big Bang. Today, no physicist can define matter exactly. If a scientist doesn't go to work with an open mind, he won't make new discoveries. This applies to natural science as well to mental, spiritual science. Let's go on a journey of discovery. In astrophysics, there is the theory of loop quantum gravity. It's united quantum physics and general relativity. In this theory, we recognize the idea that our universe existed before the Big Bang. The universe is seen as a pulsating organism that enlarges and shrinks again. It expands and later contracts. In the sacred Vedic scriptures of yoga and in Buddhism, we find the idea of the pulsating universe. In the Hindu trinity of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, Brahma represents the principle of creation as a divine being. Each day of Brahma's life is called a kalpa. In Hindu cosmology, a kalpa represents a great age that is a manifestation of the universe. During a life day of Brahma, you see the outer manifestation of a universe. At night, the universe completely disappears from external revelation and returns to a purely spiritual existence. Brahma is sleeping. This is called pralaya. In Indian mythology, the lifespan of a universe is called Maha kalpa. This period of time is the duration of one breath of Vishnu. Vishnu is the divine being of Hindu Trinity who is considered the manifestation of the Supreme. When he exhales, thousands of universes are created, and in each universe a Brahma is born. When he inhales, all universes are reabsorbed and Brahma dies. The Austrian philosopher and scientist Rudolf Steiner, the founder of anthroposophy, says about this: "Process is before us that takes place on a higher level, as when you look at a vessel of water, in which little by little lumps of ice have formed through artfully directed cooling. As you see here, the ice condensing out of what before was absolutely water, so you can follow by spiritual observation how the material things, processes and beings condense as it were out of a preceding absolutely spiritual one. In this manner, the physical earth planet has developed out of a spiritual world being. But it should not be imagined that everything spiritual is ever transformed into material. Instead, in the material world, you always have only transformed parts of the original spiritual world before you. The spiritual remains the actual guiding and leading principle even during the material period of development. Just as human beings go through embodiment after re-embodiment, metamorphosis after metamorphosis, so all beings of the world go through embodiment and re-embodiment, from the smallest to the largest. Even such a being as our Earth itself is, as a planetary being, goes through re-embodiments. Our Earth did not originate as Earth. It was previous in another state. Just as the human being in this existence is the re-embodiment of a previous life, so the Earth is a re-embodiment of an old planet that preceded it. The principle of reincarnation is universal. It applies not only to individuals but also to planets, stars, and the entire universe. Reincarnate and go back to the spiritual world, and so it happens with everything in the universe. Everything is alive.